Question 5. Which data set is likely to be normally distributed? Remember normal distribution. A normal distribution looks like a bell curve. This picture here is skewed to the right, but the distribution is more concentrated on the left side. This is skewed to the left. It's concentrated more to the right. But if it's more of a bell curve, all right, that will be called, or if it's more weighted in the middle, that's called a bell curve. And then also I'll add one more. This is normal distribution. I'll add one more, a uniform distribution. And that will be where all the bars have the same distribution. And that's uniform. Okay, let's look at our different situations here. So the length of a newborn in a hospital. Okay, so if you go into a hospital, babies will have various lengths. So some will be short and some will be tall, but for the most part, they're all kind of constituted or in the middle, or distributed in the middle. Sorry. So number 1 will be a normal distribution. We'll put a check mark for that. The outcome of rolling a number die or number cube, that's called a die or dice. If you throw a die, you can get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. They all have the equal probability of occurring. So that's the uniform distribution. So this is not normally distributed, so this is a uniform distribution. The values of the coins collected from a parking meter. Well, you can have different types of coins, all right, but there are only 4 types of coins that you can have, and they are all various, but they do not fit a normal distribution. The number of legs on all cows that live on a farm. So you can have most of them will have 4 legs. So that means there'll be a few that may not have 4 legs, but most of them will have 4, and that's not normally distributed. That's more skewed to the left. So that one is not normal distribution. And the number of eggs in a carton sold at the supermarket. So if you get cartons at the supermarket, a dozen eggs, 9 times out of 10 it'll be a dozen in there. Okay, if it's a carton, it'll be a dozen. Rarely will you find less than a dozen eggs. So that will not be normally distributed. Okay, it'd be more skewed to the right. So a normal distribution really is only for the first one, the lengths of newborns in the hospital.